Okay, I don't know what to title this. Pole shifts, I guess. We're going to talk about the Earth's magnetic pole shifting. I believe this is currently going on. I think we are in the early stages of it. I think this is why people are so fucking crazy. Uh, I think this is kind of being caused by a lot of shit, and I think we might be doing this to ourselves, really. Here's my thoughts on the pole shifting. The thing that makes our pole, the magnetic pole, is the fact that the Earth is spinning through space and is kind of like a giant electric motor. The churn of our atmosphere going through cosmic shit, basically, is generating a giant electrical field in the Earth that is causing there to be magnetism, and this is creating a thing that protects us from the sun. We have, for a while now, been generating a shitload of electricity and dumping an increasing amount of RF, that's radio frequencies, into our atmosphere. What I'm putting to you is, if this whole thing is a giant electro fucking generator type thing, like a giant fucking electrical motor, basically, what would happen to an electrical motor if you started generating fucking electricity and radio frequencies in its core? Or not even in the core, like on the fucking surface of the planet, basically. I don't know how that would affect shit. Okay. If you notice the cell phone thing, as the cell phone thing has gotten worse, the problems have gotten worse. And I put it to you that what if it is the fucking cell phone signal from those giant towers we put all over the earth that it's kind of disrupting the earth's magnetic field. Like, this is some of the shit people don't want to hear about, that like some of our harmless little technologies, I think, are actually destroying the earth. I think our pole's shifting right now because it's been shifting for a while. It shifts around like about, it's 40 miles a year or something like that. And that rate has been increasing. It's heading northwest, supposedly. I don't think that's true. That's what the scientists say. I don't believe the scientists anymore. I think that they've all been lying to us for a while. If I had to guess, I would say our magnetic pole's headed south. I think it's going to probably end up over Canada again. I think the Earth kind of goes in cycles, and I think the Earth is basically being reset to wherever it was 11,600 years ago. The good news for us is that this isn't a flood yet. I say yet because the last time this happened, entire continents rose and sank. However, it seems like this time we are going into a drier cycle, and that like we're going into a new ice age, basically. No one wants to say that. I've been saying that for a while. If the pole goes back over North America, the pole determines where the hole in the atmosphere is that makes it cold in the Arctic. Do you know that? That's why the ice sheet started forming over fucking Canada in the Ice Age. The pole had shifted to there. I think this is basically what's responsible for. If you look at climatic history from 10,000 years ago to a million years ago, there's a period over the last 100,000 years or so where, like, shit's been real. Extreme temperature swings. And then in the last 10,000 years, we've had relative peace and stability. Well, I don't know what causes that. We could talk about God or whatever. There's no reason to bring him up, really. He's not going to do anything but color this conversation. And that is basically our whole planet's going to change if we start building ice over Canada. I think that's what's going to happen. Everybody keeps saying global warming, global warming. What we're looking at right now is that the thermohaline cycle that runs the fucking Earth is broken. I think that's also part of the magnetosphere and the fucking, the poles. Everyone's talking about fucking pole shifts for as long as I can remember. I remember my grandfather talking about this shit in the 90s. I think this is what's really going on. I think it's what's always been really going on. It's, I think we've known this since the 50s. At least. That basically we were in a long cycle and that in a relatively short amount of time the world was going to end. My prediction for the year that we end is 2053. I don't know what goes down then, but I smoke a lot of weed and I vision quest. And when I do, I talk to God. And through the ether, what I got was, you should be ready for an alien attack in 2053, which, because of the way God works, and it's all made by your mind in some ways, you shouldn't take that as an alien attack. It's my mind. It's for me to interpret, and I'm telling you that most likely means something real bad is going to happen in 2053. That's what alien attack means. Like, it's one of those things like when God is telling you shit in Vision Quest, it's almost like you're talking to yourself, but like not yourself. God speaks your language no matter what, and as a result of that, he tells you what you need to hear, not what the message is. Because he's trying to move you and motivate you and get you to do things, right? That's my supposition anyway. So maybe not a literal alien attack, but probably Armageddon. I think basically from now till 2053, we're going to have a fucking war that won't end. We're going to have a 30, 40-year war. And when you're like, that's not possible, well, we've been running a 20-year one thus far. This conflict started when 9/11 happened. I don't really know what else to say about this, but we're going into the realm of fucking there be dragons and religion and shit here. I'm not going to tell you what to think, but this is what I think is happening. And if I am correct, if I were you, I would be fucking concerned. As far as what can be done about this, buy more food. About all you could do. With the amount of bad we have coming our way, the only thing that you can really do is buy more food and ammo. You could fucking build your setup better or whatever, but at this point, building a bug out vehicle, probably a good idea if you are in a spot that you might have to bug out. Filling your house with food, probably a good idea. As far as strategic relocation, if I were going to relocate, I don't know where I would go. Probably try to find a mountain plateau. The mountain kingdom of Tibet or whatever, Nepal, whichever one it is, I think it's Tibet, will still be there. Yeah. A few other things, like no matter what, and like get to higher ground. Like if we really might have a flood, like this is the thing is, if I'm right, the last time this happened, the strange upheavals that were going on in our planet basically resulted in the Pacific Ocean becoming a giant ocean instead of a giant continent surrounded by water. And everyone talks about Atlantis sinking and all that shit. I'm pretty sure a substantial portion of world history basically was lost the last time this happened. This is like, you know why they fucking criticize Graham Hancock so much? It's because they have to, basically. You know, what he's saying destroys their entire fucking profession. It's literally, you have been taught lies and you've been taught to interpret what you're looking at through a fucking screen of lies. There's so much shit that, like, was covered up by the Catholic Church and the British Empire. It's not even funny. Knowledge is power. And knowledge of this sort is, you know the future, man. Prepare for the pole shift. See you guys later.